Okay, welcome everyone. You'll
Hello.
notice I'm not Alex. Alex is off, I guess, with his business doing some training. My name is Glenn Thornton, past president, and he asked me to step in today. And as always, I think we'll get our people starting to come on here soon. But I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to our another past president, Steve Lawton, who runs our brag minutes. Steve, if you have enough bragging going on, you can go till 12:15.
Okay, see what shakes out. Kent Stone, I'd love to kind of let you get an early brag in. Anything you want to talk about today? You're muted.
Well, I've just had a good eye checkup. They said I don't have glaucoma or macular degeneration, and I got a nice, pretty optic nerve. I only have cataracts. So I walked away with 1 out of 4, which is great.
Fantastic. You're
So,
stuck.
but we had good news on our polio front again this week. No new wild polio, Pakistan, and I believe I noted previously about how the Taliban have stated that they will allow the vaccination efforts to continue. So that was really good news we had last week. We'll see how that goes, but still, we're this close.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'll look for that thread of assistance. I need to go ahead and up it to the top so I can find it, because I've mentioned real briefly, I'm getting radiation this Thursday, and then we do 2 weeks of chemo in the hospital before we do a transplant. So it's lots of things coming up. And so there may be some welcome time for assistance. I very much appreciate the offer.
Yeah, and Kent, if you need, I can send that list to you text wise. That way it'll pop up to the top of your list there.
Thank you.
As some of you may know, some of us are pitching in, and if Kent needs, a ride to and from for his cancer treatment stuff, he just sends out to this group text, and the first one responds, says, I can do it, gets it, and goes and gets him, and it's a group effort. Thank you, everybody, for doing that. Go ahead, Steve. Sorry, I interrupted.
It's all right. No, that's what this is for. Lisa Leach, you want to brag about something today?
I'm bragging that I'm here.
Go, Lisa. Yes, thank you. Great news.
Yeah, Ken.
Vertical.
I wish you lots of luck with all your treatments, and let us know if you need anything. No, I haven't been here for a while. My brag, I guess, is that I've been fortunate enough where my work has been so busy that I've been literally working on Tuesdays, doing jobs.
Congrats.
So yeah, I'm about as busy as I've maybe ever been in 10 years. So
Wow.
yeah, that's my brag, I guess.
That's fantastic.
Tabitha Sparks, would you like to brag today? You're muted.
Just a personal brag.
Can be anything.
Kind of brag.
Could be anything. I guess I can brag. I can brag. I'm grateful that I'm taking some vacation starting tomorrow for a week. I'm going to visit my sister in sunny San Francisco. So looking forward to it.
Great.
I love San Francisco. It's a fun city to visit.
Yeah.
Just hope no earthquakes, right?
Right. And it might be the same temperature as here right now, but we'll see.
Yeah. Miss Catherine Goodwin, would you like to brag today?
So I have 2 Rotary brags. And since I don't see Mr. Fred here, I'm gonna brag for him that Pecan Sales has come to a great start. We've already distributed. Glenn brought me a check from Fred for a good portion of money. from the Hirsch, right? Is it Hirsch, Glenn, that that takes a considerable amount?
Yeah.
And Fred's already collecting enough, and I have a date with Fred to go pick up some more money this afternoon. So y'all's time to go. He said he was going to get some more people come in this morning. So y'all go get your cases of pecans to use or to sell or gift as you would like, because we need those funds for our projects.
Excuse me, Catherine, how much is a case? And I should know that, and I apologize.
The case is 250.
250, that's what I thought. Okay.
25 bags at $10 each.
That helps me. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Let's see. Who else can I ask? Jamie Jackson, you want to brag today?
Sure. I know we have been trying to get people to sign up to help with the flag takedown, and so far, I believe that's been going very well. I've had a lot of high school students and their parents inquiring and signing up, so looking forward to that.
That's great news. Thank you.
You're welcome.
John Stafford, would you like to brag?
Sure, I got two brags today. Got youngest daughter her first shot yesterday, so we're on the way to being fully protected as a family. And I also want to brag on Catherine Goodwin for helping to put together the Art Center Gala on Saturday night and giving everybody a wonderful time.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Isabel Ann, would you like to brag?
Just with the cold weather, this last week I managed to keep some of my plants alive. So I'm happy about that. I know it's going to get cold. I know things are going to start to die. So I'm just trying to keep them as alive as I can for now. My little garden. That's my hobby, is my garden now.
Yeah. Easy enough to do as far as making that a hobby. Thank you very much. So let's see here. What,
Is that a whole bowl? No, that's a half a bowl.
you like to brag?
Roughly half a can. Yeah. And then this is like totally gone. So I'm like, now I'm like, did it go wrong?
Hey, somebody, your microphone's not muted, so we're listening to you talking in the background.
Lisa, can you mute? Oh, yeah, you did. Thank you.
Tabitha, would you like to brag about something?
You already asked her.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Well, Steve, you haven't asked me.
Okay, James, let's roll.
Yay, I get to brag. Unfortunately, I don't have a brag, but I do want to share something that's not a brag. Tabitha, I want to be you when I grow up, because I too would like to go to the West Coast and visit your sister or anybody's sister, anyone, anywhere. So I want a vacation too, Tabitha. So please realize that there are others who want that vacation as well. Thank you, Steve.
That's the attitude, James. I like it.
How about Joanna? Would you like to brag?
I'm still laughing at James going, I want to brag. Well, I don't have a brag. Yay, James. I love you, darling. How do y'all like these? These are cute, right? It's going to be a little Christmas ornament.
Yeah.
No? Okay.
You made it.
And I made it. I made it. Yes, I did. With my knitting needles. That's my brag.
All right. Glenn, do you want to brag about anything today?
Well, Thanksgiving is our favorite time of year. So we're looking forward to, we're already starting to okay, let's do something different, for getting the family together, and what can we eat that's different? And of course I have vegetarians and meatitarians and everything in between. So it's how do you got to get a little bit of everything, right? But it's fun. I love this time of year. And so already looking forward to the Thanksgiving. So I was bragging about that for the couple of weeks, I guess.
I highly recommend prime rib flavored tofu.
Oh my. Yeah, I may pass on that, Steve.
All right. Antonio, would you like to brag?
You're muted.
Yeah, so soon I'm going to be working at Costco. I have my orientation on Thursday, and I'll be working in membership, which is pretty cool because I did such an outstanding interview that they gave me a position normally reserved for already Costco employees, because like on the application it says Costco experience like required, but they still give it to me anyway.
That's awesome.
Thank you very much. Clevie, would you like to brag?
You know, I don't think I have a brag for this week. My brag would be just showing up and not having another meeting right now. Usually I have another meeting going on with work. So yay, I'm here.
Kudos to that.
Yay. Was there anybody else who would like to brag I haven't called upon?
Hey, Steve, I want to say that pecan pickups is going real well. We picked up 40 cases. I don't know if it was last week or week before. Time flies. And we're going to go down and pick up another 20 cases probably tomorrow. So anybody that needs any pecans, come on by. James Thomas, I want to see your smiling face. Anyway, 2000 Avenue G, Suite 810. I think they posted that. I'll go ahead and post it again.
I'll be coming by to get a couple cases for Janice and me.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Anybody else that wanted to brag before we turn it over to Glenn?
I want to brag.
All right.
Well, I am very happy here, and actually, I'm with my mom. She came visiting from Mexico, and so I am very lucky. We're having a great time. We go here and there, and so I'm very grateful for that. And she's here next to me. Hola, ma. Hi.
Very good.
That's all.
All right. One last chance. We got 2 minutes. Anybody else that want to brag? If not, back to you, Glenn.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Steve, Sergeant at Arms. And thanks everyone for the brags. Let's see. Let me see if I can do this. Antonio, am I going to be able to like share my screen here?
Let me make sure you have permission.
Thank you. I don't seem to yet. I'm not.
Oh no.
It's above my pay grade, I guess.
Sorry about that. All right, you should be good.
There we go. So at this time, I would like to turn it over to Jamie Jackson to offer our invocation. Jamie?
Thank you. I just wanted to say thank you for allowing all of us to be here today to meet together. Thank you for letting everyone have some sort of brag today, including the wanting to go on vacation, because I can definitely relate to that one as well. And I just hope we have a great rest of the year, great holiday season, and just really thank you for bringing us all together.
Thank you. Thank you, Jamie. Now, if I could, I would like to get Clevie to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Clevie?
Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Clevie. So we normally have a foundation moment and sometimes a member moment. This week, our speaker is going to give us several moments on foundation, which I'm excited to hear. And so we're going to go straight to a member moment. So Roxana, do you have something to share with us on member moment?
Yes.
I absolutely do.
There we go.
We have birthdays. We're celebrating all the November birthdays. And Debbie O'Reilly had her birthday on November 1st. Antonio last week, happy birthday, Antonio, November 5th. And Samyam Lohani, he was November 8th. Fred, happy birthday, November 20th, coming up. Clevie Figueroa, November 22nd. Happy birthday, Clevie. Roger Levy, November 23rd, the same as Sichimo Kalinda, November 23rd. Happy birthday to all of you. I wish all the club wishes you an awesome month and also a wonderful year. Thank you. Glenn, back to you. Thank you, Antonio.
Okay. Thank you, Roxana. So I would like to go through some club business like we normally do, and then we'll get to our speaker. We've talked about pecan some. This goes for those who don't know, this goes to our college scholarships. And so it's a big fundraiser for us. As you know, our biggest fundraiser has been canceled the last 2 or 3 years, our funnel cakes at the Balloon Festival because of COVID, but this has still been ongoing. It's easy. Fred has the cases of pecans. I will put in a pitch that next Tuesday, we're going to have I'm going to get to that more in a minute, but we're going to have a trial meeting at Norma's Cafe to have hybrid meetings. And I need to talk to Fred, but I'm hoping we can have some pecans there at that meeting. So if you come to Norma's, you could pick up bags or cases of pecans there also for selling and to go toward our scholarships. And so, and we'll have our little PayPal credit card. So you can use credit card or check or cash or however you want to do that. Next is Alex is asking for people to be a part of a task force, district diversity, equity, and inclusion for our district, obviously. And this club is by far the most diverse club in our district, and they're putting together a task force to just increase the diversity and equity and inclusion within our entire district. So if you're interested in that, please email Alex at president@planowest.rotary.com. Also, every month there's a leadership skills Zoom, so a Zoom only workshop. If you're interested in attending that or learning more about that, same email Alex there. Yeah, and so next week, a week from today, for those that want, we will be meeting live at Norma's Cafe. Others will be online. We'll be streaming there. At Greek Isles, where we've met for over 15 years, finally closed their office and their restaurant in Plano. So we say trial because we want to see if this is going to work for us and for them. One of the other Plano Rotary clubs, Sunrise, has been meeting at Norma's for quite a while and really liking it. So I'm feeling pretty good about it, but let's give it a try. They've got a separate room. It'll be nice. They've got a great menu, which you can order off of if you want. Like I said, we'll have pecans. We'll have a projector and we'll see the people on Zoom, and hopefully it'll be our first time to work through the kinks of the technologies, but hopefully that'll work well. So please, if you can, join us at Norma's next Tuesday at noon. And in the following meeting, following week, we won't have a meeting for Thanksgiving. So we'll have to make sure people know that. You can still show up at Norma's, I bet. They'll take your money. And then thank you to Gary Busing. He's offered up his house. We're going to have a club holiday party at Gary's house on December 5th. I think everyone should have gotten an Evite from Laura. If you didn't, let Laura know. There's her email. But it should be fun. We had our barbecue at Alex's house, Alex and Laura's house last summer, and then this will be a great time to get together and see real people instead of just faces on Zoom and celebrate the holidays. So put that on your calendars. December 5th. And then in red, we're getting close to I think it's the first week in December, or maybe the second. So a month away, where we will be voting on our president-elect and our president nominee for the future years. And for those that don't know, we have new members. President-elect will start service July the 1st next year. President nominee gets a year of training. They will start July the 1st the following year, 2023. People have been submitting nominations, either themselves or someone else within the club. You can continue to do that by emailing Zane at secretary@planowest.rotary.com. So this is important. Alex has actually done president twice in a row, and so he will not be doing a third. So he's adamantly said several times. So we've got some good candidates. So please consider nominating someone or yourself. And next week's club meeting will go into more detail about this. I'll go over that more later. So some service projects. We have more service projects than anybody in the district. I think Alex said in last Rotary year during COVID, we had 65 or 70 service projects. Well, here's November. We've already talked about pecans. So Jen Schertzer has started this project with delivering furniture to needy families with Bed Start. I don't know if people know about Bed Start. It's been going on for years. The name started because it just started with beds, but now it is like furniture, it's lights, it's lamps, it's whatever to furnish a home. And so what the volunteers do is they go to some houses that are, wanting to give their chest of drawer or their table or their chairs or whatever to someone else. We go pick that up, and Bed Start matches that with a needy family that needs a chest of drawer or a bed or whatever. And so you're either picking up furniture to be delivered, or you're actually delivering the furniture to families in need. And there's a quote that I guess Jen got. Currently, there are over 200 requests for help on the waiting list, to get beds and furniture. And so they're kind of behind. Obviously, COVID put a little bit of a damper on that, going inside houses and stuff like that. But they're really behind this. I've worked with Bed Start for years. It's a great organization. In Plano, you go to Custer Road Methodist Church. Luckily, it's on Custer Road. They named that well. The church is on the west side of Custer Road. Across the street is a parking lot. That's where you go to get started with Bed Start. You go into that parking lot and they'll give you directions, or go pick up furniture here or deliver here. They have trailers of furniture already sometimes bagged up and ready to go. So it's a fun, great organization. So consider signing up for that.
And Glenn, if I may comment, for those of you who hadn't met him, the guy's name is Doug Nichols, who started it with Bed Start. Wonderful, wonderful guy. And he's done so much for the community, and he's really invested in it. And as a matter of fact, as an ISD person, I'd let all my counselors know if they have extra furniture to donate to Bed Start, number one. And number two, I also let those counselors know if they have groups or organizations within their school, to let those groups know to volunteer. One of my sons ended up volunteering with Doug as far as taking furniture too. So what a wonderful opportunity for all of us. And I do appreciate it, because as a homeless liaison for the district, quite often I run into families when they have 12 people in the 3-bedroom house. They just don't have the furniture or the bedding. So Doug intervenes and helps us out. So thank you for bringing that up, Glenn.
Yeah, thank you, James. I also tell my friends, and I'm like, if you got something here, call this number, go to this website, and they'll come and get it. Okay, I'm going to try to go faster. Jamie talked about, I think it was the flag. So Plano East has got their flags of honor over at Oak Point. Over 1,000 3-foot by 5-foot flags are up right now. Our club, Plano West, has said we will be responsible for taking that down on November 14th. And each flag has a tag on it with honoring some veteran. And so there's a process to go through, but it won't take long, but if we get enough people, but please consider signing up for that. It's awesome. If you haven't been there, go there. Oh, I think it's 1,100 flags this year. Fred would probably know, but it's a great cause, great Veterans Day project. And then we have like 3 of our meal drives with the Plano schools. James and Catherine run those, the 15th, the 16th, and the 18th. So if you want to sign up there to help deliver meals, this helps the teachers kind of focus on teaching instead of having to do this and teaching, and we're able to help out. So please consider signing up there. And then on the 20th, we have 3 things going on. Oh my, well, 2 really on off-site. One is our Avenue K cleanup, trash pickup. You know, it'll take an hour, hour and a half at the most. It helps the community out. Sign up there. We usually only allow 10 signups. It goes pretty quick, and it's a great, and you get to talk to people as you're picking up trash, and it's a great deal. So sign up for that if you're available. That's in the morning. And then Courtney has her POWS orientation. That stands for Plano Overnight Warming Station. So what's happened is that last couple of years, the Collin County Homeless Coalition created this warming station to provide emergency shelter for homeless during the really cold weather events. So when it gets below freezing, each team is called to help out. We're a team. Our club is one of the teams. I think we're the only non-church team, I believe, the last time I heard. And we're not there. We take them, we don't take them. We help them get situated into the Salvation Army building over on 14th. And we're not there all night. We're just kind of helping organize and get that all going. And then they stay the night there. And then the next morning they are taken back to their areas of the city. But it's a nice, great cause, but you have to be oriented and you have to be registered. And that's why this is, I think it's a 1-hour orientation. That's on the 20th. Consider signing up for that. And then TAPI is something you can do out of your own home. How am I doing time-wise? I got a couple more minutes. TAPI guide is for those with disabilities. I guess I'm learning about it too. There's an application on their phones or on their tablets that we would have as volunteers, and that the disability people would have on their apps, and they can do things like they need doctor's appointments, they need groceries, they need somewhere to go for lunch, they need public transportation. Well, they use this app, but often they have questions about how do I do this? Where do I go? How can I pick this up? They have questions. That's where we come in. If you're registered and if you've done the training, they can tap this agent button and we can help them with our Google Maps and our Google Places, kind of get them to where they need to go. So that's a great cause, and you can do it right out of your house. And then last, scouting leadership, that's with the Plano district, Chisholm Trail district. And if you're interested in just kind of being a leader there, which provides training, instruction, and guidance with the BSA scouts, then just, go to that bit.ly link and consider signing up for that. Whoa, a lot of projects, as always. And this is Thanksgiving month, so thank you for everything you guys do. And with that, I'm going to get our speaker going, and I'm going to turn this over to Joanna, who is going to introduce today's speaker. Joanna.
Ms. Sparks is here today from Rotary International, and she is the annual giving officer for our area. Her focus is obviously developing strategies to support the annual fund. And as she said earlier, she's from Chicago. This is kind of her area of expertise, and sure we're all looking forward to hearing what she has to say. Take it away, Tabitha.
Thank you. It's so nice to be here. Thanks for having me. I am going to share my screen here with you. Just give me one moment. Perfect. Yeah, thank you so much for inviting me to join your club to talk a little bit about the great work of the Rotary Foundation and specifically the annual fund. My name is Tabitha, and I'm located in the Evanston, Chicago area, as mentioned. And in my role, I work with zone and district and club leaders to provide resources and support in fundraising best practices and how to raise funds specifically for the annual fund. And we'll discuss the Rotary Foundation overall today and how that works together. But today I will have a little bit of an emphasis and focus on the importance of giving to the annual fund. I do want to mention that one of the resources available to you and to your club and to the districts is the PowerPoint that I'll be using today. It actually can be found on our website, on the annual fund share website. I have personalized it a little bit for your club meeting today, but the general PowerPoint can be found on the rotary.org/annual fund webpage. And if needed, I can always put that in the chat box as well. First, I would like to mention our updated mission statement, which now includes the environment. The Rotary Foundation's mission is to advance world understanding, goodwill, peace by improving health, providing quality education, and improving the environment, and alleviating poverty. Our foundation is carefully overseen by our fellow Rotarians, the trustees of the Rotary Foundation. They ensure that your contributions and your donations are invested well and that they are spent wisely so that they can do more good in the world. Our members' generosity, our Rotary's work hasn't gone unnoticed. For the 13th consecutive year, the Rotary Foundation has received the highest rating, 4 stars, from Charity Navigator, which is an independent evaluator of charities in the United States, for demonstrating strong financial stewardship and health and commitments to accountability and transparency with our donors. The rating reflects Charity Navigator's assessment of how the foundation uses donations, sustains its programs and services, and then practices good governance and openness. So we are now on our 13th consecutive 4-star rating. And I wanted to begin by discussing the different ways that you can give to the Rotary Foundation. There are 4 funds that you can contribute to within the Rotary Foundation. First is the Endowment Fund, which supports our foundation for the future. There's the Polio Plus Fund, which supports our polio eradication efforts. Other funds, which includes areas like the Disaster Response Fund, and that includes, it was used for COVID relief efforts these past 2 years, and the Annual Fund, which supports projects today. And within the Annual Fund, you can also choose to give to specific areas, such as the areas of focus or a specific approved district or a global grant. And as you may know, polio eradication remains Rotary's top priority. And as of today, we have immunized over 2.5 billion people. And we've made it this far thanks to the dedicated Rotarians such as yourself. And as you may know, this past summer, the World Health Organization on August 25th announced that the transmission of the wild polio virus has officially been stopped in all 47 countries of its African region. And this was a huge, historic, vital step towards global eradication of polio, which is, again, Rotary's top priority. So thank you to Rotary's volunteers, members, and all of your polio eradication efforts and contributions. As mentioned, our foundation is dedicated to causes or areas of focus, and they help improve the lives and well-being of individuals across the world. The foundation can help you and your club turn your passion for your cause into an action of lasting change. Rotarians are encouraged to lead efforts in these areas, and the Rotary Foundation is here to support those efforts with grants. In fact, the very mission of our foundation is to enable Rotarians, again, to advance world understanding, goodwill, peace, and improve the health, education, and improving the environment, along with alleviating poverty. So our mission statement ties connected to the work that we do with our grants within our districts and our global grants. Our foundation's annual fund helps pay for those local and international grant projects. So contributions to the annual fund make our humanitarian impact possible. When you give to the annual fund, you help people like Gabriela Flores. Gabriela, which is seen here, she's expanding her small sewing business and providing a better life for her family, thanks to the grant project created by Rotarians in Honduras and a local club in the United States in the California region that offers business training and microloans. So giving to the annual fund supports Rotarian-led projects just like this one, and projects that are created at the local level and that are developed to meet the community's needs. Through a single gift, you can help women like Gabriela provide a better life for their families. When donors are asked why they support the annual fund, many say it's because you get something back when you give. When you contribute to the annual fund share program, part of your gift becomes available to your districts and to your clubs to use however they prefer for foundation programs. So when you donate to the annual fund share, for 3 years, your contribution is invested. And then a portion goes to district designated funds, also known as DDF. And your district can use these DDF funds to help support local and international projects. And then a portion of your contribution goes to the World Fund. And the World Fund, with this money, it's used for grants, grant matches, foundation programs that are available to all Rotarians and districts, or aid where the trustees determine is most needed at that time. And districts that use both district grants and global grants get the full impacts of the gifts made by their members. The funds that we have access to this year actually come from contributions that were made 3 years ago. So for example, funds available in 2021, 2022, they're from contributions that were made in 2018 and 2019. And that's why it's so important for our members to support the foundation consistently, so that in 3 more years, we'll still have funds to support projects. And now I would like to highlight just a few of our recognition levels here at the Rotary Foundation. But first, I'd like to say thank you to your club. The annual fund per capita giving for Plano West has been above the district per capita average giving for the past 5 years. And your club has been awarded a few club banners, which I will mention shortly. Your generous contributions to the Rotary Foundation are essential to securing and growing Rotary programs throughout the world. And we recognize donors who express their intent to give to these programs. So I would like to say thank you to the sustaining members in your club, and that's any individual who gives $100 or more to the annual fund each year, to the Paul Harris Society members of your club, and those are individuals who give $1,000 to the Rotary Foundation, and to all of your club members for achieving E-Ray, or every Rotarian every year, by giving at least $25 to the annual fund. As you give, for every $1,000 to contribute to the Rotary Foundation, you'll receive a Paul Harris Fellow point. And for each additional $1,000 given, you receive multiple Paul Harris Fellow recognitions, which includes a pin. And we'll get into that a little bit in the next slide. And also not shown here is a recognition level called Major Donor. You would receive a Major Donor crystal and a pin when your lifetime cumulative giving reaches $10,000, and you're recognized with the crystal and pin for every subsequent level above that as well. As mentioned, Rotary has a fundraising initiative called Every Rotarian Every Year, and The goal is to increase both annual fund support and Rotarian engagement with the Rotary Foundation. And the idea is that if every Rotarian gave at least $25 to the annual fund yearly, what the foundation could accomplish would multiply. In 2020, 2021, just in our previous year, donors who gave $25 to $50, they contributed over $5.1 million to the Rotary Foundation. So this is a very important group. And Rotarians that gave a little over $139 million to the annual fund. And 82% of Rotary clubs worldwide support the annual fund. With a third of Rotarians worldwide donating the annual fund and becoming E-Ray eligible, we've achieved so much this past year, and we're hoping to achieve even more in the coming years. While other recognition levels for the Rotary Foundation happen automatically when you give, Rotarians have to elect to become a Paul Harris Society member. So I wanted to talk a little bit about how to join. By joining the Paul Harris Society, you're electing to contribute at least $1,000 or more to the Rotary Foundation. And you can join the Paul Harris Society without having a history of giving, or you can elect to enroll before contributing the $1,000 as well. So you can fulfill your Paul Harris Society giving gradually over the Rotary year through any combination of giving. So for example, making a contribution of $85 through Rotary Direct, which is a reoccurring giving. You can give to Polio Plus, or you can give to the annual fund, and it would amount to $1,000 in contributions at the end of the year. And this would honor your Paul Harris Society giving goals. So to join, you can complete the online steps. We have an online form that you can print out and fill out and mail to the One Rotary Center. You can sign up online without printing it out and mailing it in, just by going to our Paul Harris Society webpage and clicking that you're interested in becoming a Paul Harris Society member. Again, you don't have to give right when you sign up. Or you can contact the Rotary Support Center with the email and the phone number listed here and let them know that you would like to be a part of the Paul Harris Society. And as mentioned, we recognize our generous donors who give $1,000 or more to the annual fund, Polio Plus, or an approved foundation grant as Paul Harris Fellows. Donors receive 1 foundation recognition point for every US dollar that they contribute. And this is the Rotary Foundation's most well-known individual recognition level. And the points can be achieved through a one-time gift, several gifts, or somebody can award you points to become a Paul Harris Fellow as well. So it could be a combination of giving and a combination of receiving and sharing points. And donors receive a pin and a certificate at level 1. And with every $1,000 subsequent level, you receive an additional Paul Harris Fellow recognition, which is shown here on the screen. And as I know that you're aware, we award foundation banners to clubs that achieve outstanding giving. And I would like to take a moment to say congratulations to your club on achieving our Every Rotarian Every Year club banner, which recognizes clubs whose members give an average of $100 to the annual fund, with every club member donating $25 or more. And also, you guys have received the 100% Rotary Foundation Giving Club banner. You also have achieved the top 3 annual fund per capita, and also Polio Plus. And these are great accomplishments, and your club banners should be mailed and awarded to you, I believe, by the end of this month. So I did want to say thank you so much for all of your support and for everyone's contribution to achieve such an honor. So thank you so much to your club. There are a few other club banners that you can receive, one being the 100% Paul Harris Society Club banner, the other being a 100% Paul Harris Fellow Club banner, with everyone in the club is a Paul Harris Fellow. And then one that's not listed here, it's called the 100% Rotary's Promise Club banner. It's a newer club banner, and it's given to those clubs in which every dues paying member supports the endowment. And as I know that you are aware, there are many ways that you can make the Rotary Foundation your charity of choice. You can join Rotary Direct, which is our reoccurring giving program. You can give online easily at rotary.org/donate. If you sign into My Rotary, your donation will automatically be connected to your account and with the email that you've used, and your club will automatically receive that credit for that contribution. You can donate through your club by talking to your foundation chair, or you can mail in a contribution and send it to one Rotary Center. I did want to mention as well that if your company matches contributions, you can definitely take advantage of those through the Rotary Foundation as well. So consider having your company match your contribution if they do offer that. You can request a matching gift form from your employer and send it in to the foundation, and then we take care of the rest. As mentioned, Rotary Direct is the foundation's reoccurring giving program. When you enroll in Rotary Direct, giving is easy, fast, and secure. So you can personalize your giving schedule to accomplish your philanthropic goals, to empower Rotary members around the world to change their lives. You choose the amount, the contribution method, and the frequency that you would want it to be deducted, either monthly, quarterly, or annually. And Rotary Direct offers many benefits to donors, with convenience being top among them. You enroll through the Rotary Foundation's online contribution system, and you can also manage your Rotary Direct contributions through My Rotary. Simply sign into your My Rotary account or register if you don't have a My Rotary account with your email. And after signing in, you select on your name, then you select My Donations, and you'll see options to add, adjust, cancel, delete, or make any kind of adjustments to your reoccurring giving program. So you really have the power to go in and make any kind of changes that you want. You can also contact the support center with any kind of changes or help with Rotary Direct that you might need. And finally, no matter how you choose to give, I hope that you'll continue to join me in supporting the Rotary Foundation. And remember that gifts of any size have such a huge impact when they're put to use by the foundation and our network of Rotarians around the world. I'm closing in on my time with a few minutes to spare. So thank you so much again for having me. And I believe that we have some time for questions. So I'm going to stop sharing. I believe we do, right, Glenn? We have a few minutes.
We definitely do. Yes.
Okay.
Maybe I'll start with something just FYI for you, Tabitha. Alex, our president for the last 2 years, has really been pushing the foundation. Every week we have a foundation moment, as I think I mentioned earlier, to get training and just awareness of the foundation, because we do have a lot of new members. And we do things like last month, Polio Month, October, if people would donate toward polio, the club would match it up to an amount, $1,500.
Oh my gosh, that's great. Yeah.
We really try to, Alex initiated this, we really try to push and the awareness of what all the foundation does and can do for us. So thank you for that. Anybody have questions for Tabitha? Okay, then I'll say something else real quick.
I was gonna say, you guys are easy on.
Well, I think part of that is we've done this foundation moment, so that it's starting to.
They're prepared for it, yeah.
Maybe so.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing we did and we've been doing is we do have a lot of new members, and we initiated this program where you have a list of tasks that new members can do, things like do a service project, attend a district meeting, bring in a new member, certain things, and they have points associated with each task. And obviously giving to the foundation is one too. When you have up to 1,000, we will get them a Paul Harris by using points from our other existing members that have that. So we can do that up to a point. But some of our members have taken advantage of that. And if you get a new member in, then that's 500 points, you're halfway there. and
That's so great. Yeah, there's a lot
Yeah.
of clubs and members that actually don't know that they have points. So the fact that you guys are using them and taking advantage of them is awesome and great to hear.
Right. Oh yeah, we're very foundation focused here. Anybody, any questions, anyone? Okay, well, let me see if I can get the screen back. Can I? Yeah, maybe. So Tabitha, you know this, but what we do for each speaker is in appreciation for your time and program. Plano West Rotary will donate $10 in your name to Rotary Polio Plus Fund. And as you know, together with the 2-to-1 matching funds from Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, that $10 becomes 30, which will help provide polio vaccines for up to 50 children.
That's
Rotary,
incredible. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no, it's fine. And as you know, I know Rotary is using its polio infrastructure to aid in the vaccination for COVID-19 too. So again, thank you so much for your time, Tabitha, today.
Thanks for having me.
And so I've been up there, but it's been a while. I need to go find that. You said the slides you gave is up there. I need to go find it. Can you tell me again where that is real quick?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can plop it in the chat box for you guys.
That would be great. That would be great. Thank you so much again. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you're doing that, first of all, let me talk about next week for just a minute or two. We got a couple of minutes. So next week, next Tuesday is a club assembly, and Steve Lawton, past president Steve Lawton, is going to run that. Alex is out again, and the focus here is going to really be on our election coming up. The election being what I talked about earlier, which is the president-elect and the president nominee discussion and election. And I will reiterate for the third or fourth time that some of us, including yours truly here, will be at Norma's in person. And so you can do either one. You can be online or you can be at Norma's for next week's club assembly. Okay. And finally, Nathan, one of our new members, Nathan Tay.
Yes.
I turn it over to you to lead us in the 4-way test.
Okay, the 4-way test of the things we think, say, or do. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendship? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Rotary.
Rotary. Thank you again, Tabitha.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Glenn,
Bye-bye.
thank you for taking care of us. Thank you.